introduce yourselves first. I know you did this before, but I just want to have that again, if that's okay with you. So first that will talk about himself is Kamaljit. Just maybe 4 sentences is enough.
Regarding myself?
Yeah, and why you're taking IELTS, why you are preparing for, why are you studying English speaking, something like that.
Actually, I am by profession a veterinarian, and I am working as a associate veterinarian in Canada, in the Kamloops Animal Hospital. And I have to register myself with the American body council, veterinary council. For that, there is a requirement of speak 7 band in the speaking for the registration. So I'm just preparing for that to register myself with the American body of veterinarians.
Okay, so you're a veterinarian.
Oh yeah.
And okay, that's good. Wow. Okay, so I'm so impressed. Do you have your own clinic or?
No. I am actually I just moved 6 months ago into the Canada. I actually belong to the India. I worked there for 15 years in the government sector.
I see. As a veterinarian or as
a veteran, as a veterinary officer.
Okay, all right.
In the Punjab government. And now I decided to move to Canada 6 months ago, and I'm now working as an associate veterinarian in my friend's clinic.
That's nice. Interesting. Okay, so now Pradeep's turn. You can introduce yourself and why are you preparing for your IELTS or speaking English? Yeah, English speaking skill.
Okay, first of all, I give you lot of thanks for connecting with this platform. So I am Pradeep Dash. I come from Bangladesh, and currently I am working as a government officials in Bangladesh, and I'm going to try to abroad countries for the study purpose, and that's why I have been preparing myself to get a good band score, because every universities have to required specific IELTS course. So that's why I've been trying to study learning IELTS to go to abroad countries.
Okay, good job. Thank you. So, yeah. And I think I heard that you mentioned about Canada, that you want to come to Canada to study. And which country, what's other country that you are kind of targeting to go?
My first priority is Canada, and then USA or Australia. This is my desire. So it's depend on my situation and I'll score or some related things.
Okay, so Australia is another country, and I think I missed the other one. What was that? The other one is
United States of America, USA.
US, the US. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, guys, now you can start asking questions. Pradeep, ask questions to Kamaljit, 4 questions for part 1, and then you can switch, and then we'll start with a cue card, and maybe we'll still have time. Hopefully, we'll still have time for part 3 questions. Okie dokie.
Okay. Kamaljit, are you ready to deliver your speech?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Do you like using electronic devices?
Yeah, in this technical world, I think everyone is attached with the electronic devices by some means, and I am also fond to attach with mobiles and laptop, because I don't consider life without these 2 electronic appliances.
Okay. Next is what kind of electronic devices you did buy last time?
Recently, I bought new iPhone 14 Pro Max from the Canadian store. Uh, I got it with a great offer because uh, I I get an offer of $22 per month for 24 weeks, 24 months. So I purchased that recently.
Okay. So this is fantastic. Do you think that IT-based gadgets give you a lots of benefit?
Yeah, because mm, this is due to this device, I can feel connected with the bird. So I can get any information from the world related to any type, just by browsing on the Google or any browser. And uh, 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 I also keep myself busy uh, by spending my spare time on searching something uh, related to my profession, or just to in the spare time I just play the video games, online video game.
Okay.
Oh,
So
sorry,
next is
Kamaljit, your
Hmm.
finger is
Oh, okay,
blocking the camera.
okay,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Okay, go
okay.
ahead.
Okay, ma'am. So Kamaljit, your next question is how have changed to use IT gadgets nowadays?
Excuse me, partner, I can't understand what's your
How
question.
have changed to use IT gadgets nowadays?
How the gadgets changed nowadays?
Nowadays, IT gadgets nowadays, how have changed to use IT gadgets?
Okay, I think there are so many advancements in the electronic gadgets we are getting nowadays. Due to the advancement in technology, more and more features are added in every type of electronic gadgets. Like, for example, last month I purchased a washing machine. My early washing machine was very simple, but now which I purchased last month, it has so many functions. It has 100, more than 100 features for different type of clothes. So I think technology has changed the life of us by adding more features in the electronic gadgets.
Okay, that's great. It's fantastic. So I have pended up my part one questions to you. So Rita ma'am, how can we do this?
Okay, that's now okay. For Kamaljit, that's yeah, you have your 4 questions now, Kamaljit. It's your turn to ask 4 questions to Pradeep.
Okay.
And so that will
Mm,
go from there.
just a moment. And
You can just read it from your book
yeah, then
or
it will
read
be good.
questions from your book.
Yes. Hello, Pradeep.
Yes, I'm here.
Do you like to read books?
Uh, yes, I do. Actually, I am an avid reader. You can count me as a bookworm. So every day I read various kinds of books, even historical, biographical, or even comical as well. So these days I have reading the health related articles, because this after this COVID-19 situation, most of the people have faced various kinds of problems. So it gives me allow to how can I control over my health issues, so not only me but also my family members, how can manage or how can using these various important issues to apply my everyday life. So it really gives me lots of things to outrages this problem.
Okay. Are your reading habits now different from that of the past?
Yes, I guess in the past I only read on this hard book. If I'm going to back 15 or 20 years ago when I was studying in the elementary schools or secondary school, it's absolutely depend on this. But these days it has completely changed. Nowadays, I have been using electronic devices. I mean, the small devices, mobile, various kinds of reading materials you get here easily. And when you go outside or stuck in a traffic jam, you just click it and read various kinds of who you will need. So I think these types of reading materials have extremely changed these days.
Have you ever read any book which has been adapted into a film?
Sorry, I didn't catch your sounds clearly. Would you say
Have
please
you
again?
read any? Have you read any such a book which can be transformed into in any film, in any film, any film based on your book?
Oh, yes. When I was studying in my university, it's going back 10 years ago. I read the Bengali famous writer, the Bibhutibhushan Bandyopadhyay, his famous writer, Pathir Pachali, This is the alluring book at that time for me. And after that, I realized that this book converted into films in that time, and the famous artist Satyajit Ray. So that I watched it, and it was outstanding feeling at that moment. What was the ancient people lifestyle? They are moving around, and how can the actors handled their surroundings. So it was outstanding. Actually, it was recommended one of my best friend to watch it, which I did at that time.
Which do you prefer, watching a movie or reading books?
Uh, Actually, I am fascinated in watching, because you can, when you watch this kind of movies or dramas or something like that, you will feel the environment and real situation. But reading books is really different than the movies. So I prefer to watch movies, and because it gives me the whole situation and surroundings to realize that. And not only that, I also connected to this book, which books or films converted. So I, first of all, I read this book and I watch this film, because it gives the whole situation or whole scenario to understand about it.
Okay, okay, okay. Vidya, all the 4 questions are done.
Sorry, I was muted. Okay,
Hello.
guys, you did a good job. Uh, so just a quick feedback, and this is for all of us. For example, for you, Kamaljit, I just
Hmm.
noticed that I think pronunciation is the area that you need more, effort to improve. But like I
Okay,
said, this is for all of us, and this is what I did, or what I'm still doing when I'm struggling with pronunciation.
hmm.
So when you speak, try to speak the word like clearly, not
Hmm.
do not mix it with other words, like speaking very fast and 4 words together.
Okay,
Those 4 words, your listener cannot really understand what are those 4 words. So try to speak one by one, those words one by one. For example, okay, I have here, describe the time when you were busy. So instead of saying it fast, describe the time when you were busy, try to pace out your
okay,
speaking. Describe, so that's one word, describe the time when you were busy. So that will help your pronunciation. And if you are in doubt whether your pronunciation is correct or not, you can go to Google. I don't know if you are doing this. I'm doing this all the time. That if I'm not sure about the pronunciation, I go to Google, I type the word, and then you know how when you type the word, I'll show you. I hope my phone would be working. For example, just a common word. So I'm typing butter, like butter, you know, you put in your bread. So
But
it's not working. Anyways, I'm gonna share screen to do research. Okay. How would I do this? Do you see the screen now, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. For example, butter. Okay.
Yes.
So I type meaning. Okay, butter, you know, but I just type meaning because it would show you this. And there is this one. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So
yes, I do most of the time when I have to
butter,
so you see
butter,
Yeah.
butter. So
Butter.
if you're in doubt of any word, that's just an example. I'm not saying that you cannot pronounce butter. It's just
Oh.
the simplest example that I can think of. So
Yes,
that's
yes.
why I put that. So you
butter,
see, and here you press this
Butter.
one. There is also like
Water.
Slow motion.
butter,
mhm,
butter,
there you go. And you can practice here.
Butter.
It would record you, and you can also hear, you can listen to how you pronounce it. Okay, so that's just an example. And yeah, that's for pronunciation. And Pradeep, when you had your questions and you answered the questions, you mentioned about one of my friend. So this is how you said it. One of my friend. So
Friends. Friends.
incorrect. Okay, good. So I was
One
going
of my friends.
to
It should be one of my friends.
again.
One of
please?
my friends.
One of my friends. It should be one of my friends.
Correct. Yeah. So, but you said one of my friend without the S. So that's why I want to point that
Yes,
out,
yes.
because it's a common, I hear this all the time. And I don't blame, maybe to me too, like, because there is one here, the word one, and it's easy to think that friend should be in a singular form, right? But no, because the meaning of one of my friends,
Should
you
be
have
plural.
you have more than one friends, but this one friend
Yes.
among those friends. So that's the meaning of that. It's not like that particular friend. It's that friend is one of the many friends you have. So that's what it means. Okay. So I think that's, the
Okay, ma'am.
feedback that I was gonna say. And now, are you guys ready for a cue card? I don't think I can see, I can still stay longer because I feel something not good. I don't feel well. Anyway, so describe the time when you were busy. That's the cue card. And we'll ask, oh, guys, I really don't feel good. Anyways, feel like so it's Kamaljit's turn. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry. I have to end the session. I really not feel good.
Okay.
Is
It's
that
okay.
Okay, you guys can continue. You can
Okay.
talk on Messenger and continue.
Okay.
I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.